Hey, good morning. It is Grant. I opted in early, surprise live for Lockjaw Manufacturing. And here is my atomic time clock showing the time 5:48 a.m. I'm not much for being up super late because I have to get up super early for work. But here we are. We are up. We are early. We are live to do their amazing challenge. This is for the Night Watch patch. I'm working on getting everything together so that I can do the Berserker. I just don't own enough locks to be able to do that one. 3D printing fun I've been having. So he wants us to get on for 30 minutes, talk about tips, tricks, hints, suggestions, whatever may come to mind. As you guys that know me know, I'm on and doing this kind of stuff every weekend. Matter of fact, I will be on 8 o'clock, so about 2 hours away from now. I'll be on starting my regular weekend live. Let's see here. Channels are yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at the rules again to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's be in the frame the entire time. Share stories, tips, tricks, advice. Stories. I have lots of stories. I'm full of stories. I'm full of shit's what I'm full of. But hey, this lock that was sent to me to Medico Biaxial is going to be the death of me yet. Trying to figure out and understand this lock is sheer insanity. It seems to me to be so incredibly random when and what this dang thing wants to do. I can't get it. I don't need. No. Got to find the right package. It drives me insane. And I'm going to have to just put the stupid thing aside and not use it for a while because it's driving me that insane. I just need a break. I've been progressively pinning this thing, working on it. And I get pretty fair in here. Right there. But I only have 3 pins in it right now. 1, 2, and 3. That 4th pin stack, I put that thing in. I can put it in all by itself and struggle to open the lock. It is crazy how that 1 pin stack can just completely destroy everything I try to do in this lock. Absolutely drives me insane. So my that's my story, is that this thing is killing me. It's killing me, Smalls. It's killing me. Hey, Orgus, how are you? Kind of an earlier one for me today, but it's so I can. It's for the Lockjaw Manufacturing Night Watch patch. Thought I'd hop in early. I'll still be doing my 8 o'clock as usual. Hope you are having a marvelous day, sir. Can you hear me? Is my audio working? Hopefully it's working. It's hard to tell when you're all by yourself, right? 1 p.m. here. You're just getting up? Man, I tell you. You know, unfortunately for me, my normal work day, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So when you do that for 18 years, it gets harder to stay up. I gotcha. I get it. So staying up and doing the late ones at night can be a little rough, especially when I was going to do it last night. But night before, we had just a vicious storm come through, and it wiped out electricity at one of my sites, took out all of our servers. So I was up till a little after midnight recovering servers, getting the site back up and running. So I was pretty tired last night. I was ready for a nap by about 6 o'clock. It sucked. But, that's how it goes. It's what I get for giving guys vacation, man. I gave my two main server guys vacation. We're both out yesterday, so guess who gets called? Me. Yeah. We got it. It just took us a little bit to figure out what the problem was. It messed up. The servers were actually up and running. It messed up the network. So the servers couldn't talk out. So we had to get in and figure that out and get things back up and running on the server side of the world. But yeah, they had a stationary storm cell come in right over the top of the server, or the mine site. Golf ball size hail. We had flooding in our plants. Now, it wasn't DNS related. It was actually uplink ports between the switch server stack, or the main server stack, and the server stack. Switch stack. Dear Lord, I can't talk today. Somehow it gone down, and we were looking at it from the server switch stack side, and it ended up being on the network switch stack side is where the port was in a downstate, administrative downstate for the uplinks. It didn't show that it was administratively down. It showed it was up. It just wasn't passing any traffic. So we had to shut the ports on both sides. Just took us a little bit to track it down and figure it out, where it was coming from. I've got a fairly new network admin, so I was working with him, helping him through some of it, and getting it all figured out and tracking down the problems. So, see what I mean? I opened this thing. Now I can't touch it. This lock, there's a special place in hell for this lock. I am telling you. I need to move on to something else because this thing is terrible. Terrible. Like I said, there's a special place in hell for that lock. I don't think I'll ever get that lock figured out. The camera, it has nothing to do with the camera. I can't open that thing half the time off the camera. That lock is just the bane of my existence. I can't blame the camera on that one. That lock is just, and I'm progressively pinning it. I only have 3 pins in the stupid thing. And one time I'll open it, and the next time I can't touch it. It absolutely is nuts how tough that lock is. Yeah, that's a Medeco biaxial. I've been working on it, and I can usually get it fairly consistent with those 3 pins in it. But then if I put the 4th pin, I can rip everything out and put in the 4th pin just by itself, 1 pin, and struggle to open the lock. That 4th pin, for whatever reason, is just a massive pain in the rear. Oh, yeah, it got sent to me, and I don't know how much you know about these Medeco biaxials. There's the key. The way that thing works, if you see how the pins kind of go at angles. So the pins, as the key comes in, the key will rotate the pins to a certain position that allows it to go up. So as you're picking it, you have to not only set the pin up, you have to also rotate it to its proper position for each pin. Oh, it is a beast in 3/4, man. I've been working on this thing for, I don't know what it's been, 3 weeks now, and just getting nowhere. I've come from the front, from the back, and it's funny, coming from the front, 1, 2, and 3, can open it, hit 4, done. Start at the back, 6, 5, can open it, put in 4, done. Well, yeah, good luck. That's who gave me this Medeco. RuneSmith. Yeah, Rune is right. He'll ruin you. He's a great dude, man. He sent me a lot of really cool stuff. He really did. But that lock, oh, and I was trying to work that lock because I'm trying to work towards my purple belt. I have one lock down for the purple. I need to do one more. Yeah, he's a great dude. So it's either try and get that one figured out or this Agent LS5, which is a dimple lock. It's got, let me get up here, 2 rows of dimples, but it only uses one. It uses the bottom, but on each side, so there's pins going both directions in that lock. So that's the other one I'm trying to figure out. That's the one I'll probably work on a bit today. Maybe. I don't know. I might mess with this Miwa. Another one that I need to figure out, but I don't know yet exactly how to pick it because I've never done, what is that one? That's a wafer lock. Never really messed with wafers. So got a little bit of learning to do there. Hey, there we go. Finally. See, I can open a lock once in a while. Oh, maybe we'll mess with this one because I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. Well, the only thing I've opened for a dimple lock is this thing, which is just a hitch lock from Harbor Freight, 4-pin dimple. I already had this in my truck, so I grabbed it out just to play with it, just so I could try and get a feel for what dimples felt like. Probably not the greatest lock to feel that on, but you know, it is what it is. That's part of the fun, right? Let's see, I haven't messed with this lock in quite a while. This is an American 1100 that Snake sent me. I don't remember. Yeah, I need to find probably another dimple to play with in between because it's a pretty big leap to go from that. Was it 4-pin piece of junk up to this 10-pin double-sided? That thing is something. Really is. I got some orders, some new inventory came in from Southern Specialties the other day, and he threw me some freebies that I can use for some giveaways. Bogota Everyday Carry Manual talks about locks. A neat little buckle you can put on like a wrist strap or watch band. It's got a handcuff key hidden inside of it. Yeah, right. And a really sweet little fold-out tool with bypass tools and jigglers in it. And hey, not too bad. How are you? And then he also threw these in here. I got to play with these just a little bit. They're a little different design, but they're titanium. A quad and a quint rake in a nice little case. Very cool. I just got to find a couple of locks that they'll work on so I can try them out. Yeah, I hopped on a little earlier than usual. Not too bad. For the Night Watch from Lockjaw. I'm trying to put together enough locks so that I can try and do the Berserker. I just don't have enough locks to do that work yet. So we shall see. If I can ever find the stuff to do that. And I appreciate that, man. Thank you for dropping a like. This one was not scheduled, wasn't planned. Nobody knew I was doing it. So appreciate you finding me, making a drop in. I'll still be back on at my normal 8 o'clock, so about 2 hours away. Yeah, my problem is I just don't have enough locks. I went and bought some of these from Harbor Freight to play with a little bit, but I don't have anywhere near enough, you know. I want to get, they have some small bodied brass like this that are fairly affordable. Once they get them back in stock at my local store, I might get those, do it with that, or try to do it with that. Let's see. Let's try these out. I don't know what I want to use though, because let's see. We'll try this for a tensioner. I think that'll fit in there. And give me enough room to get in there with this, I hope. I don't know. Man, my hand went to sleep on me again. Yeah. I could probably come up with 20 locks. But I couldn't come up with 20 locks that I could open in, what, 5 minutes? Oh, that's funny. I figure it worked. I figure I'll do a batch of these. I'll get some of those brass bodies. I've got a couple of masters that'll throw in there. Morning, Lockchuck. How are you? So, got a few little things like that I kind of thought that I want to try these out too. Let's go with one of these. Man, these are just beautiful tools. Look at that. These are anodized blue, both of these sets. We may have to give away a set. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, there we go. So that's my plan anyway, but they didn't have any in stock, so I got to wait for them to come back in. Man, those are just really cool little tool sets. They're very, very neat. I got to find a lock that I can bypass as well, because they sent me a really cool little bypass set. I'll show those off later. So yeah, we were just talking a little bit about the bane of my existence, this damn Medico biaxial. That thing is killing me, man. Absolutely destroying me working on that stupid lock. But at the same point, I can't hardly give up on it, but I'm going to give up on it probably for a little while anyway. Hey, Zoe the cat, how are you? Thank you guys for dropping in on my, I'm doing it through YouTube Direct using their live studio. And yeah, I don't think it's nearly as good as when I run it through Restream. Yeah, isn't that frustrating? So I actually had one of my packages. I got the notification from FedEx. I had 2 of them come in from Southern this last week. And I got a notification, hey, your package has been delivered. And I'm sitting there going, okay, except I'm working from home and nobody's been here. And it was a fairly expensive inventory order for my shop. So I go, look, yeah, no package. So I file a thing with them. Hey, I don't have a package. What's going on? Thank goodness I have decent people in my entire neighborhood, because it got put about a block away at somebody else's house. They brought it to me. But the next day, I get an email from FedEx wanting me to do a survey saying how good of a job they did in helping me get my package. They never contacted me. It's been 3 days now. I still haven't heard a word from them. I haven't closed it. I haven't told them that I found it, because I want to see if they'll actually respond to me. Not a peep. So FedEx, yeah. But I started doing FedEx with them instead of the post office, because the post office has been a royal pain in my rear lately. I've got a package. Well, I've had 2 packages now that went overseas that the post office botched both of those. One of them bounced back and forth between Wyoming and Colorado for 8 trips back and forth, They'd send it out from the local post office down. Denver, Colorado would get it, turn around, and send it back here. I finally was able to catch it at the local post office and say, what the heck is going on? And I got the most bizarre, stupid story I've ever heard in my life. But they did something. They said they flagged the package, and it was only like a week and a half later, and it was delivered. So I guess it finally got there, but dear Lord. But then I had issues. I just sent my 250 subscriber giveaway. I shipped that package over. That went to London as well. Who was it that went to again? Good grief, I can't even remember. The Fighting Lockpicker. And I started using Pirate Ship for calculating and doing shipping. And they were showing me that just these amazing rates from UPS. So I thought, well, heck, I'll use UPS to send this one. It'll be much better. It got over there to him, and UPS said, we can't deliver it to you until you pay these additional fees. And it was like another $60, $65 in fees on top of what I had already paid for the shipping. I paid it so he could get the package, but I complained to Pirate Ship, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that's the tax and tariff rates and all of these things that are charged extra on top of the package on the shipping. So why doesn't your site tell you about that? There was nothing telling me that there were going to be a crap ton of extra fees when I got there on top of what I already paid for the shipping. Oh, well, yeah, that's why if you don't want to mess with those, you ship it with the post office. Again, there's nothing to tell you that. They did make it right. They did give me a credit on my account to cover those fees. So good on Pirate Ship, especially since, you don't pay them any membership or fees to use their service. That's pretty crazy. But they did make it right and take care of me. So I got to say kudos to Pirate Ship for that. But yeah, that package went from being a $30 package to ship over there to almost $100 in total in order to get that package delivered. But it got there, so I'm glad he got a hold of it. Hopefully it's good for him, and he's enjoying all the wonderfulness that was in there. So that's the kind of junk you deal with, all right, guys. I mean, it happens. It happens. It surely does. I hate this lock, man. I hate this lock. I hate this lock. But at the same point, I want to figure this lock out. You ever been in that boat? It's driving you absolutely insane. You want to just pitch it across the room into a junk pile and leave it there forever. Look at that thing. Just nothing. And the worst part, guys, there's only 3 pins in it right now. I've been progressively pinning this thing. And it is killing me. Hey, Matt's Lock Shop, how are you? Thank you guys for stopping by. A lot earlier than my usual, but hey. Oh, see, finally, one. Just doing the night watch for Lockjaw Manufacturing, so I hopped on earlier. I'll still be back on. Right? Yeah. Medico. How are you doing on yours, Lockjaw? Like I said, I have. It's really bizarre with this one. I have pins 1, 2, and 3 in it right now, and I can usually fairly consistently open that. As soon as I add pin 4, all bets are off. I can't budge that stinking lock. I can remove everything and only put pin 4, and can't get the dang thing open. I've come from the backside with 6 and 5, can pick those just fine. Go to get pin 4 in there, done. And I thought maybe it was because pin 4 is a mushroom, so I swapped it out just for training purposes, put a standard in there instead. Nah, still can't open it with that pin 4 in it. It is nuts. Yeah, I know UPS is the good one, but man, they're so expensive. It's just crazy. Oof. Same for you. 4 stops you. Yeah, that pin 4 is just brutal, and I don't know why. It's just. But at the same point, I'm one of those guys. I'm in it. I'm working on it. I don't want to give up, but I might give up. At least for a while. Then I'll probably just move over and start working on this Agent Dimple lock. I wish I had something that fell kind of in between, but I've been hunting all over here. I can't find anything that's got a dimple lock in it for me to play with to really try and learn. I mean, I did find a couple of the bike lock things, but good Lord, you got 3 foot worth of cable or chain to mess with while you're trying to pick the lock. And yeah, I can go online and order something. I might need to just so I have something as a step. The only other thing I have is this, which is just a 4-pin. But yeah, this lock is RuneSmith has ruined me by sending me this stupid lock. Really has. I don't know, man. Yeah. I do like UPS, but holy Toledo. Stop it, you little squeaker. But shipping, my regular packages for my store and such, it's 4 times the cost. Who wants to pay for that? And I completely understand that one. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to. Hey, lockpicking llama, how are you? Yeah, I'm just on for a little bit doing the night watch for Lockjaw. I'll be back on with my normal one at 8. So, hour and 45 minutes from now, I'll be back on again to do my regular weekend live. Would you stop it? You little noisy cricket. You guys hear that? It's my dog yelling at me. I think this is the first time that I've had Llama show up. No, I think he showed up once before. Stop it. I watched Dean Pease, where he just did his blue whale challenge. And I believe it was this one he threw in there for his orange belt lock. Yeah, I intentionally left that out for my orange belt lock because that thing, for being an orange belt rated lock, is an absolute pain in the butt to open. Really is. It just does not want to cooperate well at all. So I intentionally do it. Some people's children, who needs sleep, right? Yeah. I was going to do it late last night, but like I was talking earlier, I was up super early the night before. We had a massive storm roll through, took out electricity and wiped out the network and servers at one of my locations. So I was up till about midnight getting everything back up and running. So there was no way I was staying up too late last night because I was exhausted. Normally I get up at about 5 in the morning for work. So there's that. Oh, I hate this, man. I don't know what it is about this desk. I can pick upstairs. I don't have any issues. I come down here and my one arm goes to sleep on me, my picking hand. Gets all numb and tingly and sucks. Been doing some 3D printing, working on this little thing. Threw my name on there for that. This is a cover plate. I've got the rest of the case upstairs for a Meshtastic device. I'm going to Black Hat in a couple weeks, and then DEF CON. And this is the badge, actually, for DEF CON. You kind of build your own to bring with you for your badge, and it allows you to communicate without cell network It actually will use the devices to do a mesh communication across. So kind of been fun putting that together. Trying to modify the badge a little bit. So I did this in, this is actually, well, we might be able to see. Let's find out what happens here. If this will be dark enough in here. Nah, camera compensates for it too much. It is glow in the dark filament. So that's what I ran with it. I've never been to DEF CON. I went to Black Hat last year. I cut what I'm doing short a little bit. I'm not doing the first part of Black Hat this year. I reduced the cost on that and instead going to DEF CON. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like that'll be a lot of fun. Looks like there'll be a lot of good learning in there. I'm kind of taking over the security side role. I'm also doing some studying to try and get my CISM certification. The hardest part for that's been finding the time since they've got me on the road freaking all the time, it seems like anymore. I just got home and then my wife had to leave and I've been busy with that. And now she gets back home for a week and then I got to go to Vegas. Get back from that. I'm home for a week and I've got a team get together to do here. Then I get 1 week and then I got to go to New Mexico for a few days. I thought they did a DEF CON overseas. Maybe they don't. It looks like it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited to go check that one out. I'm not a big fan of Vegas, but it's a big enough place that that's where all of these big conferences seem to be held. Personally, I can't stand the place. Well, guys, I think I have my time in that I needed for this one, so I'm probably going to drop off of here so I can go get my coffee brewed up, maybe have some breakfast, get some things ready to come back and do it again. Hour and a half. I'll be back on. Thank you, everybody, for dropping by and saying hello, sharing and watching me cuss this stupid lock. All right, guys. Later all. Catch you on the flip side.